Hey everybody, this is Calvin Waite. I trade crypto for a living. I'm not a registered or licensed financial advisor, planner, or broker, so nothing on this channel should be taken as a recommendation to buy or sell. I also trade all of these things, so I probably have a vested interest in there. But there's plenty of entertainment value and lots of education, so this will be awesome. For those of you who didn't know, my subscription channel is live. So look at the link in the description over at cryptoinfluencers.com and you can see how I make all of my trades and what I do and what I think about everything. This channel is for more hypothetical and looking at trends, and the other one is for actual trading, so you might be interested in that. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. We're having a pretty interesting day today. I've got an issue with I don't know if it's TradingView or if it's Mexi Global, but I've got a couple of charts that just aren't populating well today. So I've been kind of working on that this morning. Also closed a bunch of long trades this morning. Still have a ton to go, but definitely made some money recently, which is pretty cool. The other thing going on, I finished a couple mile run in bare feet. It's a little chilly out there. It was about 18 degrees. It's not conditions not spectacular, but it's still fun. It's very invigorating to get out there and get your feet on the ground. So feels good. And then just one more invitation, and make sure that you sign up at cryptoinfluencers.com. If you're interested in the pro channel, make sure you just sign up as a user of the cryptoinfluencers.com first, and then you'll be able to sign up without any problems. But yeah, this is my home base, so if you are interested in following me, please do here. Just also one other thing, remember that tomorrow's the live stream. So tomorrow at 12:30, I'll be here. It'll be a little shorter because I've got some company coming into town, but we'll try to keep questions answered and have a good old time. So let's talk about our market. The market just seems like it'll never ever drop or anything like that. Well, now we're starting to see some evidence. Major bearish engulfing candle on yesterday's close, and we are having kind of definitely a struggling candle to follow. Things are starting to get a little teetery, and we're going to dig in and kind of see where we think Bitcoin is going. One other thing before I really get going, I just tweeted out a couple of things just to show you. This is that SRM trade that I was talking about. It was very pretty. 7,800%. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that before, but that is a fun thing to have when you 50x long something and it goes up 7,000%. That was pretty cool. And then close some other ones. Chili's, about a 4,000% gain. Balancer, almost 500. 1,700% on sushi. NKN was up 1,000%. IOTX up 500%. MTL 1,300%. 500% on FLM. And Jasmy up 246%. Also Sand 1,200% and Aave 22,200%. Oh, and Looks 600%. So pretty good trades. They were pretty awesome. Pretty happy about that. That's what we're doing over on the Pro channel. So in case you're curious or want to learn how to improve your trading, you can come join us. All right, Bitcoin. Major bearish engulfing candle. Things are looking ugly. Now, what's going on today? It's a pretty quiet day. Why would we be doing this with such an ugly close? Shouldn't this just fall off immediately and the rest is history? No. Let's go to our 4-hour and let's go look at our chart that we've been constructing recently. Okay, so this is our Wyckoff distribution. What did we say? We said that after this upthrust after distribution, we needed to come back down. We fell back into our range. This is not a show of weakness. Where's the Oh, yeah, it is right here. The show of weakness is right here. But we did not break below our trading range. Everything unravels when we exit our trading range. So if we get a close below this line, this is 22,500, things are going to hit the fan. And that is that's where my Bitcoin short is hopefully going to pay off. So waiting on that one. But over the past 24 hours, we've actually climbed back up. We've climbed up a decent amount. In fact, we climbed up so much that we have climbed out of the yellow zone. This was unexpected for me. I didn't think we would fully climb out of the yellow zone, but we did, and we touched our 20. So we're finding resistance on the underside of our 20. We were finding support on the 20 forever, for many days, and that lifted us up into our upthrust after distribution, and then our last point of supply. So this is the newest development in this move. We've dropped down to show weakness, and then that was the end of our video yesterday. Now we've climbed up, and we are at last point of supply. So that means that whales are kind of catching the last few bullish people by this trap. This is the bull trap at the end of this move. So they've moved it up, and they've got as many people that they can sell it to, and we are getting ready for markdown. If we drop to 22.5 or lower, this whole thing's going to come flying. And then all of us that have been patiently waiting for the most beautiful entry point ever, that's what we're waiting for. I'm expecting it to be in this range. I don't believe we'll be down in here. I don't know if we'll touch the 50. That would be pretty unbelievable. But I do expect we could either hit the 200 or at least kind of hit in the bottom of this range. So either of those would be pretty decent. On our daily, we only have an hour and 45 minutes left, and this candle is looking pretty weak right next to this big bearish engulfing structure here. So that is where we are on Bitcoin. To look at Ethereum, we had the same thing. Bearish engulfing. We're really getting close. Our 9's about to cross the 20, and we are hanging on to our 20 for dear life on the daily. The 20 is at 1571, and we're trading at 1574. If Ethereum loses the 20, that will be a pretty major move. That would be a pretty major move. So we're gonna kind of analyze this and see what makes the most sense there. But I'm waiting for a pullback to increase my position. That's the main thing. We're not hoping that we're going to find new lows down in the $1,000 range. I just don't think that's going to happen. But we will likely pull back into our cross, and that's exactly what we're waiting for. On Bitcoin, if I zoom out a lot so we can see everything, our weekly cross is getting very close. Maybe 1, maybe 2 more weeks, and we'll have a death cross. That will push prices down too. So we have probably 2 weeks to figure out where the bottom is. Usually bottoms go faster than tops though. So usually if you see a decent run to the downside, it usually happens all in a candle or two. And then the other candles are kind of like recovering from that. So we may drop quickly and then kind of struggle. It's not ideal for that to happen, but that's just the way human nature is. People are trying to hang on to their gains, and they absolutely panic when things fall apart. So that's kind of where we're at. We're going to have a death cross on the weekly. There's probably going to be a lot of doom and gloom out there when this happens, especially if prices are dropping. It could be a real big, it might be a news event where people panic at the news and drop it, and that might be our selling climax. So that might actually be it. So a couple of weeks from now, this move will probably be over, and we're going to be looking for, if we're not long by then, it's probably going to be too late. That's kind of where I'm seeing from this distance. So we'll see. A couple of other really cool things going on. My charts are really hard to read because they're working on whatever they're working on, but I noticed that DYDX and FTM are absolutely flying. This is the problem I'm talking about. We're missing from August 1st to January 31st, like there are 5 months of data missing here. So I've put in a support ticket. They're looking into it. Hopefully they can fix it. But regardless, a 12% day on FTM is pretty phenomenal. And DYDX was absolutely flying earlier. Yeah, look at this thing. So that's the cool thing, is the trades that I've closed are the ones that I feel are weakening and are losing steam. There's still a ton that I'm long and expect to do whatever they do. They have to weaken first before I'm interested in closing it. And some of these are still flying. I mean, this is unbelievable. A day or two of one or two more days like this, and I'll hit my triple, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the market. Markets are getting very interesting, especially on this Wyckoff distribution. We definitely tagged this. I had this put on our chart yesterday during the video, and what did we do? We pulled right up into that last point of supply. Had we broke the 20, I'd have been a little nervous. Had we broken the top of our trading range, I'd have been more nervous. But there still is a case for this to be an upthrust, and there could have been one more upthrust after distribution. So there could be a full, there could have been a full move. In this case, we are acting exactly the way we had expected. So I'm betting that in the next few days, we start seeing serious signs of a markdown. A close below 22,550 is pretty much that will start the cascade for sure. So anyway, I'll report back and let you know how things are going as they do. But I mean, even on a smaller scale, you can see this line right here that we're struggling to hold. It's probably, yeah, an hour and 45 minutes. If we're anywhere in this vicinity, we're going to start a new candle, and we'll start moving. But yeah, it's all a game of patience, waiting for the market to behave the way you expect. If not, you make small adjustments, and we keep our trade size small, and we try to be wise about the exposure that we're giving our overall portfolio. But yeah, it's pretty cool. SRM, it hit really high, and I grabbed some good profits on the way up, and then it just pulled back enough that I'm gonna let that thing go. If it shows actual support and strength, I'll hop back in. But I'm not expecting that to happen over the next couple of weeks while Bitcoin does whatever it's going to do. I've been saying for quite a while, I know that a drop is coming. I just don't know how intense or how long, and so we're gonna get whatever we get, and then all of the fear and all of the talking heads and all the so-called experts that saw this in the rearview mirror, they will be. We'll see what kind of panic that causes, and who knows, if people still have flashbacks from our bear market. I don't know how far we go down. In 2015, this move was met with a lot of anxiety right here. So this is the move, just so you know. We're either here or here, one of the two. But if we're here, then we've had this move, and then essentially this would include the FTX drop. Like, say this is the FTX drop, and then this is us right now. We're just flying high, and then this became our bull trap, and we're gonna do something. Likely, it's kind of like we wouldn't expect to really drop below this mid level, but in this case we did. We dropped really good. If that's not the move, and we call this our FTX drop, then what we've just experienced is this move. Something really crazy. Bear market's over. We finally have a new high. Everything's golden, and then we start showing some signs of weakness. And do we pull back to kind of a midpoint? And this is what I'm expecting, some kind of a midpoint. I mean, that's very, very likely, very likely. So we'll probably pull back to some level, and then we'll probably keep pushing. So I can't tell whether we're still ranging historically and time wise. Yeah, if I go to the weekly chart, it'll be a little easier to see. Okay, here we are. So from time to next halving, let me pull that up. Okay, so here's our next halving, and this was our bottom. Here's our halving, this was our bottom, this is our halving, this was our bottom. The bottoms and the halvings have kind of been very, very close. So if this is our bottom and we're having this move up here, it could be that we're doing some of this. All I know is that we're probably going to get something between the 2015 bottom and the 2019 or 18 bottom. There's probably going to be a mix of this. I think we're going to get too excited, which was the case in 2019. But I also think that there's a chance that we range because we have whales in the market that really like to keep things structured. So if we have any kind of a pullback, I'm betting we'll probably go about to the midpoint. That could be our prior all-time high. I mean, that could be our number. But then we'll probably get going too fast because the structure of the chart will be really good. We'll probably retest our 50 again at some point up here. And when we do, we'll probably destroy it. And so we'll probably go up too fast. But the entry point is playing out. We're just patiently waiting for the entry point, and then it's kind of what I'm looking for. Anyway, that's what's going on today, and I'm looking forward to chatting with everybody on live stream tomorrow. That'll be really fun. I always look forward to Wednesdays. That's the funnest day for me, that I can answer questions, see what you guys are thinking, and all of that. But yeah, good times. I'm glad you're all here. We will keep looking, and as we get more data, we'll analyze the crap out of that and move forward. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for making it to the end of my video. Make sure you keep those trades small. Don't force a trade. Don't get impatient. And if you want to see how all this works, please come over and check me out on the subscription channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. Again, the link is in the description.